Fran, what a lovely dainty hand. Her aura reminds me of warm sand. The knowledge she holds knows no bounds, and she will always stand her ground. Italian princess that she is. Olives will be more than just her skin. Skin that glimmers even without light. A feisty brain that will put up a fight. Mangled thumb, beautiful bum, but she will not succumb to childish games. Tame she remains. Francesca, a beautiful sound like ocean waves. I heard she even once loved raves. Fran, we end here. Please always be yourself, my dear.
That was a beautiful
Thank you.
poem.
Do you have tears in your eyes?
A little bit.
Oh my God. I got her. She was
a nice poem.
She's crying. I got her to cry. Oh my God. This is my
I don't know, of all things to make me tear up.
This is my life's greatest accomplishment.
Of all things to make me tear up. Maybe I'm getting my period.
I am. Maybe that's why I wrote you a poem.
Maybe.
Here you go, Francesca.
Oh, thanks.
That's for you. So you
Thank
liked?
you.
Oh my
that was
God.
beautiful.
Honestly,
and I asked for a poem that rhymed, and I thought you rhymed that. I thought you did that beautifully.
Couldn't have asked for a better reaction. My God, I am honored.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I am honored. That was a beautiful poem.
Thank you very much. And
I kind of wish you didn't rip it out though. Like I want to save it, but I also feel like we keep it in our notebooks
for you to save. Take home.
Okay.
Put it next to the bobblehead.
Put it next to the bobblehead.
Put it on top.
Just
under the
just
bobblehead.
A shrine to Rhea in my apartment.
It's of all you. It's a shrine to yourself
but
from
all
me.
from you.
Which is kind of creepy. Yeah. By the way, I've been collecting little things of your hairs.
Yeah.
Soon
just clone me.
Soon to give to you at your next birthday is a bottle of your own hairs that I've been keeping and gonna put on the market.
Would you keep your children's hair?
So
I know people.
I saw this with Kourtney Kardashian.
Yeah.
Did you guys know about Fenway's hairs? That we each have necklaces with Fenway's hairs.
You talked about this, I think, not that long ago.
When we were going to Boston, because I said, should I bring Fenway's hairs to bury into Fenway Park?
Correct.
And we didn't do that.
No.
Like I think of saving their first haircut.
Yeah.
Is sweet, but what am I going to do with it?
Right. It's like when you put it in like a safe, in like a scrapbook or something, and then you open it up, and then it's like
first birthday scrapbook.
Yeah.
First. Yeah. I don't know. I probably won't do that.
It's hard because I feel like you want to do that stuff, and then life gets in the way. It's hard to keep up with all that stuff. Like I have friends whose moms like really kept very detailed stuff, and I'm like, oh, that's so nice, but. And then, as you get to later kids, then they have nothing because it's like, well, I'm not doing that. And then the younger kid like gets sad. Gio always jokes. She's like, there's not as many home videos of me as there are a Fran. I was like, yeah, there's not.
Been there. I know what she's talking about.
Yeah.
One home video. My dad's just like, shut up, Ray. You're being annoying. I'm like,
pretty much.
My sister was at a baby shower the other day for one of her best friends that she's grown up with, and the mom of the best friend was apparently talking about me, like, raving about me, no big deal. And she was like, I always knew
that Rhea should be a
star.
star.
I always knew she'd be a star because whenever she was at the softball games, she wouldn't shut up, and your mom just kept saying, shut up, Maria, you're being annoying. So that's really nice that my parents just always like kept me grounded like that. Just told me to shut up all the time.
Need those people.
And yet I didn't listen.
Nope.
I saw a clip of you on TikTok the other day from our podcast that I wasn't on.
I was
as a
like,
fan.
I was like, what?
Oh, I know her.
I saw a clip of you. I wasn't on the podcast. I don't know when this was. It must have been from months ago or the most recent one. Couldn't tell. And you talking about baby names.
Oh, long time ago.
Months ago, which was
my sister sent this TikTok to me
just
too.
Posted the other day, I guess.
Yeah, Steven's posting old clips on TikTok.
Sporadically saves ones.
Saves them.
Sometimes there's old ones. And if you can't tell, I've let my hair grow out way farther than I should. I really had to get it done, but I can tell when the videos are older because my hair looks nicer.
I think your hair looks great.
Thanks.
But you said that people always ask you if you have any baby names, which I still find odd that you don't have any baby names considering how long you and Joe have been together, but that's besides the point. And then you just said that you just like your own name.
Yeah.
Are you planning on naming your child Francesca?
It's an option.
I don't hate it.
It's an option.
I definitely don't hate the name. I mean,
maybe
I like
even
the name
middle
Francesca.
I don't know.
But
Like I could
You don't
almost see
have
me
one
doing
name?
like a middle name, but then like she goes by her middle name.
Oh my gosh.
No, like I don't know. I just feel like my mind is gonna change. Not that I'm somebody that follows like trendy baby names. There's always the classics. There's always the classics that Italian names that I feel like work for different things. But I feel like I need to be closer to the moment to
so
really
interested in knowing what you name your kid.
an idea. And I just it's funny, and I don't know if it's just like because of my family, but Gia, my sister, sent me that TikTok also, and she was like, wait, same. Because Gia loves her name too, and she's like,
"Are you guys serious?"
We're gonna name our kids Francesca Jr. and Gia Jr.
I'm so happy you guys love your names.
Yeah.
There's other names out there that you
No,
guys
there's
love and
great
name
names,
your
we
kid,
just-
and
I
also
know.
love your kid's name.
No, I know.
And then so that Francesca's yours.
I know. I just have such a deep attachment to Francesca that I like want to pass it down.
You know what? If you want to do that, I
the
think
same
that's
way with
beautiful.
her name.
Can I say something that's kind of fucked up? It's kind of a weird thought.
let's do it.
So you know how the sons are always named after, not always, but it's always the son's name that is named after the father.
My brother is the third.
Yeah, like I would never be able to name my son Matt because like I'm using the name Matt in other circumstances. Know what I mean?
She's talking about.
Oh, I get it. I get what you're saying. But fair. I just think I don't know if that's as weird as it seems to us now.
It's probably not.
You know?
I'm probably being a creep.
Yeah.
I'm probably being weird about it.
No, and I also think sometimes when they do get passed down like that, there's nicknames.
Right.
You know, like maybe you have a pet name. I don't need to know the details of your sex life at this moment on this podcast. However, I'm saying like maybe you have versions of Matt that you would never use elsewhere. But if you had named your son Matt, you'd be like, well, these are like his names, not use the same ones. Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't have another version of Matt.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know. Maybe do you ever call him Maddie? Like
My dad calls him Maddie.
Okay, so well, that doesn't count.
My dad calls him Maddie
I'm saying, like,
all
for
the time.
for a boy,
and his nickname is here is Marty, so Matt feels safe to me.
But I'm saying for a boy, like maybe he becomes Maddie and not Matt. You know, like there's like John because
and then your
Johnny.
brother's JB.
Like my dad, my grandpa is the old school. Like he was named John, but they called him Jack. Like I feel like that was a big.
That always
like
happens.
That makes
John
no sense to me.
Jack's a nickname for John.
It makes no sense.
Same amount of letters. I don't know. It's a nickname. So he's Jack. My dad is John, and my brother's JB. But they all have the same name. But they have obviously different variations of the same name.
Yeah.
So like, you know, maybe there's an initial play there.
Right.
Like you got
I don't plan on naming my boy
Matt.
I don't.
You're just throwing out an idea.
I don't want to pass
But
down
you
any
have
names.
names.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah. See, teach their own. I don't know why. I've just never really like. I'm judgmental on names. Like I get told names where I'm like bad name.
You're judgmental on mine, right?
Or like
Mine
or like good name, or like in my head I'm like bad name or good name. But I don't really have any of my own for people to judge. So